Hey, I'm back, and this might mean episode 2. I'm currently actually editing the first episode. I don't even know if you can see my computer screen. Trying to film screens with a phone camera isn't the best. Another thing that's going on, you're gonna go in my closet, kind of. So this is my closet, and I have toolboxes, a little tiny shelf of a workbench, Harbor Freight clamps that are crappy, but they did the job. And here's the project violin that I showed you in the first vlog. I got the nut glued on right there. And next thing I need to do is fit a sound post and refit the pegs so that they fit correctly. I have the most epic closet. You all lose. Today is Saturday, so I did most of my homework. I do have a first draft of a term project to do today. Well, to work on at least. I think it's due Monday, so I think I have a bit of time. And it's a report. It involves writing. I'm a writer. It should be pretty easy. The old sound post that was in my project violin still, like, if it fits at all. When I put the top plate back on, there were a lot of, like, divots in the side here, and I had two options: either add timber to the sides or plane the entire thing down level. Third option would be trying to clamp this onto an uneven surface, which you'd end up just cracking the top plate. So I opted for planing it down to level. So this is like 0.5 millimeter lower than it used to be. So that means, first of all, the fingerboard is like 0.5 millimeter higher than it was compared to the top plate, so I'll need a bridge that compensates for that. Also, the sound post, since this is lower, means smaller gap here, means it'll need a smaller sound post than it had before, unless the sound post it had was too small and was pushed too far this way. So if you don't know what a sound post is, it's a little, basically a dowel, but with very straight grains. They have to be very straight, and it sits underneath the E string side of the bridge. And the sound post, it transfers the vibrations from the bridge down to the back plate, so the entire violin vibrates. Very different from a guitar. You don't see sound posts in acoustic guitars. I got it's kind of a toolbox. It has violin parts and stuff in it, and some tools. So here's the old sound post. See, it looks like a little dowel. This little indent is from a tool that's used to put the sound post into place. So you stab it into the sound post, put it in, pop it in, and then once it's fit, you can pop the little blade out of there. Here's some new sound post stock, and I might have to make a new sound post, so I'd use this. Here's the tool that's used to put sound post back in. You can see you stab this into the sound post, pop it into place, then use this side to adjust its position so it's in the right place. that, I want to have this, the end pin out, so then I can turn on a flashlight, set a flashlight here, and then I can see inside the violin. Yeah, so the old sound post is too long. I'm gonna try to show you guys something, see if you guys can see. But here's the new stock, here's the old one. First of all, this new stock is thicker, and it's too thick to fit through the F-hole of the violin, so I'm gonna have to sand it down. If you look at the grains are tighter on this one, which means denser wood, denser growths, which means it'll transfer sound a lot better, which is what you want. This one has a lot wider grains, so this one, better wood than this one, but I need to sand it down a bit. This might have been meant for a bigger instrument like a cello or something. So go ahead and sand this down, and then I can get to actually fitting it to the violin. Okay, here's the one that I just sanded. I sanded it down to 3000 grit sandpaper, so it's a lot smoother than the old one was. Okay, I got the sound post in, and I'm going to go ahead and try to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. To continue on this project, I am waiting on a tool to arrive in the mail. It's a peg hole reamer to get these to the right size for the pegs, and then I need to shape the pegs down a little bit so then they will fit nicely. So that's what I'm waiting on to continue this project, so yeah. I recently reorganized a part of my study room. This used to be a bit messier, but I used to have the coffee here, but now it's books, and these are the ones that I'm currently writing. This is just a textbook, random stuff, and I have tea and coffee and cups and coffee and loose leaf tea, and then tea down there. And then here's the mini fridge. More books. And then there's more books on this side too. Books. Yeah, more organized. I need to print something off, so I thought I'd show you how I print things, because it's kind of weird. First, my roommate put this little remote on the wall, and it has aluminum foil to deflect the beam over to this, so it lights up. So if I press that, it should turn on. It's blue. Okay. Then I enter the closet, and then I go to this little red light. I press it, and it turns on my lamp. So here's my little workstation thing. And then my printer is down here. I left my laptop out. Need to move the project Violin up. So my printer is here. I am in a very small space. So I must retrieve the laptop. Yeah. It is out there. Laptop. Yeah. I'm a little tiny work shelf. And then I plug my printer in. Now I can finally print off my physics homework. It's Friday and I received the reamer for continuing the violin project. It took a while to get here, but here it is. It came all the way from building number 3 in Jinchang Industrial Park, number 26, Feng Xin Road, Shangli Lang Community, Nanwan Street, Longgang Shenzhen Gang Dong, Longyang Shenzhen Jiu, China. That's a long name. But yes, it shipped all the way from China. It's a little reamer. The wood is unfinished, which I'm okay with that. This reaming rod is held in place with a little pin there. And this is for reaming the peg holes and refitting the pegs. Now to see if it's the ratio that it said it was in the Amazon description. I expected this would happen because I had to lower the top plate down. The strings, like especially this E string, is touching the fingerboard because the bridge is now lower than it used to be. Instead of trying to fit a new bridge, which I don't know how to do, what I can do is take the nut back off, put a shim under it temporarily, and bring it up a little bit so that the strings are not touching. So that's what I'm going to do. I already did a lot of work on the violin today, so I'm going to go ahead and just work on writing and finish that a different day.